So welcome, my name's Peter. I'm the tutor here for the qigong class. We do what we were doing out before. We do qigong exercises, which are healing exercises. Come in. Which are the exercises we were doing before, which make the energy move around the body and create good health. We also teach in the school, and part of the 2-year diploma is what they call Wai Chi, which is about healing people with your hands, without touching people. It's just, you'll find that Reiki, you've heard of Reiki? People have ever had Reiki before? Yeah? Reiki is the Japanese version of qigong. Yeah. Now we'll fight over who actually invented it, because they always like to lay claim to that. And qigong's been around for thousands of years. The qigong's mentioned in some of the really, really early Chinese scripts that goes back before Christ. So it's been around a long, long time. And there's lots of different forms of it. There's lots of qigong masters. Usually some people have been sort of practicing before you call yourself a master, like about, 50 years or something like that. I think you can become a Reiki master in 6-week weekends, so I'm not quite sure the difference between those. I'm not quite sure what the difference in the disparity in that is. Qigong is to understand about qigong, to understand anything about it, and qigong is all qigong is. It's about the qi, which is about the energy in our body, and the gong part is the mastery of knowing how to move that. Yeah. So it's almost like knowing how to move energy around your body, and the mastery of that. The mastery of that is to be able to do that yourself. Yeah. And that's when you're doing. Quite often when people they meditate and move energy around their body. We just learn how to be inside your own personal body. And excuse me, hello. I'm just going to walk in and shut the door. No, I'm just going to shut the door. I'm just going to shut the door. It's bad feng shui having the door open, isn't it? All our energy seeps out the door. Yeah. So it's all about moving energy around your body. So we're like this giant wet cell battery. We're just run by electricity. Our whole body is electricity. It's like our heart has this little sparks that make the muscles contract every time it sparks. The main thing, they fire like a firing rod, just like a car motor does. Exactly the same way, like spark plugs. And so to create those little sparks that beat thousands of times a day and thousands of times and millions of times in your lifetime, that uses power to create that. It's like a battery. So we're this giant battery which is fed by 2 different sources. One's by food. When you eat food, it's generated and creates energy from the food. The other one's the oxygen we breathe. Yeah, oxygen, the energy from oxygen. We all know that oxygen goes into your blood cells and goes into the blood system and feeds all the cells, but we're more interested in the energy of the oxygen that our body takes off, and we use that, for power. I don't know if you've done any of the other seminars, I'm not quite sure. So we're talking about the main energy channels. They talk about the meridians and channels. We have channels walking around your body, and we've got storage channels that are deep inside there, where all our energy is like stored, like battery cells. Like you have those battery cells when you've got a what are the things on the roofs? Sorry? Solar panels, yeah, solar panels. When you have solar panels on your roof, you have to have storage batteries to store it. Well, we're pretty much the same thing. So we have storage facilities, energetic facilities. So what we do in qigong is discover how to be inside yourself and how to move your energy around. Actually feel it moving in up and down your arm, and actually feel that. Feel the energy through your heart. Feel the energy through your legs, and you're in control of that, so that you get to do that piece. Yeah. And so it's about a study that the Chinese, as I say, we've been doing for thousands of years, and the Western world's got hold of this, and now we're discovering that we can actually do amazing things with healing with qigong that you can never do with Western medicine. I hear them talking about where they call us the alternative medicine. We've been around for 3,000 years. They've been around for 60 years. Pharmaceutical drugs, I think 60, 80 years pharmaceutical drugs have been around, and they call us the alternative. I think they've got a bit of a cheek, really. Yeah. And so ours is treating, and qigong is also, in Chinese medicine, always treats on all the levels. They treat on the mental, physical, emotional, social and spiritual level, because you have to treat as a human being sitting in front of me. You've got to treat all of you. If I just treat the physical part of your body, I do you a disservice. Yeah, because you have a spiritual piece, you have emotional centres, you have physical centres, you have mental centres, and these days a lot of the illnesses come from disturbances from not for the physical body. Yeah, stress, I'll use the stress one as the easy one because it's a really easy one to understand. The stress creates an energetic imbalance inside our body. So what we do is trying to keep our body balanced all the time. So with the qigong, and so what we do is we have clinics here in the school as well, so I'd really encourage you, people that are in here, is to write your name and the clinic's not going to be till next year, because we're in the first year at the moment, but next year we're doing clinic. put your name, and if you've got an email or phone number, we can get hold of you, so we can ring you up if you're interested in coming and being in our clinic. If there's supervisors, I supervise every patient myself, and the students are going to work with. And I want them today, we've got a couple of students in the class here today to do a bit of work with you guys, so you get to experience what this feels like to actually feel energy moving through your body with somebody else doing it and you not doing it yourself, yeah? So, has anybody ever had a qigong, healing qigong? Anybody ever had the practice? Well, you are, you're students. Besides you guys. Yeah? Yeah? No? Okay. So, in the history of qigong goes back where it's doing a complete circuit at the moment. So if you think of when it really, really first started, you had the shaman who they used to do ring bells and they used to chant, and they never touched the patient. They quite often will give them herbal remedies to help them, but they never actually physically touched the person. Yeah? And over the years, we've got less spiritual and more physical in our health regimes. We went from chanting over people to praying, from praying to people, chanting. You've got called it praying because it's the same sort of thing. To doing qigong, which you rubbing your hands over the top of people, or moving energy with your hands, to using acupressure, which is actually physical touch to move it, to doing tuina, which is to do with massaging and moving the energy through tuina, to now we've got needles which go inside the body itself. So you see we've got from an outside healing modality closer and closer and closer to a very, very internalized. And what we're trying to do is turn it around and go back the other way and go back out to master the one where you don't need to touch the person.